Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the ESBN, the Esports Bronco News Network. I'm your host. My name is Chippy, and I'm joined by some good old friends of mine from the Valorant team this week. I'm joined by Dean, or Deanac as he goes by online, Shane, or Kekleon, and then Maddie, Sin, her in-game name is. It's funny to say it in that order. It just kind of goes off the tongue. But welcome back to another edition of the ESBN, you guys. We missed last week, so there'll be a little bit of gap in the action. I may or may not have forgotten about the podcast, and I was just not home. So, my bad. But we are here with this edition this week. Give you a little bit of a heads up or kind of a recap going on from the previous weeks. Our Rocket League team, as you all love your good old roundup, they had finished off their season finally, sadly falling to NIU in the first round of the playoffs 4-2. It was an incredible match. They tried their best, but was a tough series. Dean?
NIU sucks.
Whoa. In Rocket League, they're pretty crazy.
Beg to differ.
Dean, what rank are you in Rocket League?
2.
Going even on from there, the League of Legends team had also finished up their season, like I had said once before, as well as Overwatch has still wrapped up that season. But the Valorant guys, the people right in front of me, you guys have had a few more matches come up in recent weeks. But the biggest one I wanted to mention was the game against Central. What was that like? You know, beating the Chips, especially after the football team had.
Easy.
Kind of free.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Free low,
Easy
yeah.
peasy.
The Valorant
Is the schedule correct? Did the Chips actually beat Akron? Or is
Oh,
that-
I think Akron had to forfeit.
Ah,
Are they the team that forfeit every game?
no, that was a different team.
Oh,
NKU.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so regardless of that, picked up a nice win against the Chips. Still on top in that rivalry. I don't remember the last time we've lost to Central in anything in esports related, by the way. I don't remember. I don't
Or
actually
anything
remember
ever.
the last time. Yeah, ever. The
Honestly,
closest
anything, yes.
record was our Rocket League team recently with a 3-2 score.
Our Rocket
That
League
was
team
it.
Sucks.
Our score was like 13-10, I guess.
Yeah.
It was
We 2-0
closer
them,
than it
right?
should have
It was
been.
closer, yeah,
But
but it
if
was
you 2-0
too
them.
close.
2 round.
Yeah, we
gap,
did
that's
2-0.
all.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
but you know, an average score in Valorant, you know, it's like
Yeah.
13-8, 13-9. So
But
that's
one of
pretty
them
good.
was closer than that.
Like a
It's too
close
close.
game is like
Should've
13-11 in
13-0.
my opinion, not
That's
13-10.
fair. That's fair, yeah.
So, but
You're
that
right about
depends. If
that.
you went out of the half like 10-2 and then all of a sudden it was 13-10, then that's a little bit of a different story. But regardless of that, that is all I pretty much have. An update for you guys. If you are intrigued, you can just skip ahead a little bit if you really want to. The club side of things, our Overwatch team for the club side is actually 7-0 in their record. They finally dropped their first map, funnily enough, last week, but they finished 7-0 in the regular season. Flawless.
Flawless.
Going into the
Wow.
playoffs is the number 5 seed out of 100 plus teams, which is crazy to see. They're doing extremely well. It's very exciting to see. A couple more teams moving into the playoffs are one of our Valorant club teams also made the playoffs with a 4-3 record. They had the tiebreaker over the other team they were tied 4th with, so they'll be moving to the playoffs as well as the number
Better
4
than
seed
us.
from their group. And
Yeah,
then
whose fault's that?
moving further down from there, the Rocket League team had also on the club side moved up into the playoffs in their bracket. So exciting stuff to see. Along with the Smash team, I am not sure if the gold team made it. I have to double check their record for that, but I do know the black team had made it in. But I believe that the gold team has a couple more matches left, and that'll definitely look to secure the rest of their season and into the playoffs. They're all doing extremely well, and it is an amazing effort to see them put in. They put in a lot of work, especially in their off time, that I don't see many times. But you guys are listening to 89.1 WIDR FM. And although I may talk about our teams and how awesome they are, I get a little bit of fun when I get to talk to the players all the time. Now, I know Maddie, who's been a part of the team for a little while now, has taken a little bit of the brunt of my picking and also jovial acts sometimes. I love to cheer you guys on. I call myself your #1 fans. But Maddie, I have a quick little question for you. I know we haven't really formally introduced everyone going into here, but if you want to, please tell us a little bit about yourself first, Maddie.
Okay. I'm a sophomore at Western. I started playing Valorant like a week after the beta dropped, so it would have been what, like September?
Oh.
Yeah, August, something like
August,
that. So I've been playing for quite a while. I joined the esports team a year ago. So 2022 fall is when I started. And yeah, I've loved it since. It's very fun and good downtime. I don't know what else to say. Nothing really interesting.
I mean, no, that's
about
pretty
me.
much it.
Oh well, I'm a biomedical science major with a minor in chemistry. I'm looking to go into mortuary science.
Whoa.
Cut dead bodies.
Yeah.
and-
That's awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
so
that's actually pretty
excited.
cool.
Like bones.
I worked at a funeral over this past summer.
Oh.
That was pretty cool. I got to stitch people up.
Was that like an
move around dead
internship or?
bodies. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I got paid.
Oh,
So it was
nice.
pretty cool.
Nice. Well, it's actually really cool. Awesome to hear that. We'll go even more down the line. That's pretty much what I expected in intro. I didn't give her an outline to
I
do that,
know,
by the way.
yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Shane, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Shane, or Kekleon. Of course, I love Pokemon because that's my name. I like music a lot. I play piano and I sing, and I'm a psychology major. So that's really it.
Very cool.
Okay. I'm DNAC, as they call me. I'm gonna steal Maddie's presentation style. And I started playing Valorant probably like at the start of the beta because my brother got a key. I played on his account, changed his sense every day. He got
that
really
Hank
mad.
or
Yeah,
Elijah?
Hank. Yeah.
Oh, of course
Couldn't
it
get a
was
key,
Hank.
so I played on his account. And I played since then. Played every season. Wasn't good until like the second episode. But yeah. I'm an aerospace engineer. Well, pre-aero, studying pre-aero at WMU.
Nerd.
Yeah. I'm a freshman still. And then I work at a pizza place.
Nice.
That's my intro.
Nice, nice, nice. What ranks, we'll go down the line real quick. What rank are you currently in Valorant, Maddie?
I don't want to talk about it.
What rank are you currently in Valorant?
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
pass that one.
What do you rank?
He's
Immortal
gonna talk
2
about
should
it.
be Immortal 3 though.
Nice.
Teammates
No.
suck.
You want to know what rank I am currently?
Gold.
Gold 1.
Yeah.
I started off iron.
Oh
Me
my
too.
God.
I'm not joking.
That's
You're an immortal
unfortunate.
Valorant player now?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Maddie, you are. Okay, come on now.
I blame the rank MMR.
I
It's
blame
always the
Shane
teammates.
actually for
What?
that.
Yeah, I queued with Shane.
What?
Tonight. We
I
lost
logged
both
on.
of them.
I thought
I
it was
did
so
great.
funny.
Just look at
I
Shane's
I thought it was
career.
so
You
funny.
know you're
I
not
logged
winning.
on a couple days ago to Shane queuing in the middle of the day and then still queuing like 8 hours later. And he went
That
from
rarely
like
happens.
a 7-loss streak to like losing 5 more games.
Okay, that rarely happens. That was a tilt queue. That rarely happens.
Okay. That was a long day for you. There's no way.
Normally, I just get off after 2 games and I'm done for the next 3 days. But
No swimming.
oh, my bad, guys.
Maddie, I have a quick question for you. Moving on from the team from the past year, you weren't the IGL originally, or the IGL, for those listening, is the kind of the in-game leader, the one who makes a lot of the calls and comes up with some of the planning for the most part. Pretty much the person you go to where if the whole team goes quiet, the in-game leader has to talk, or else, you know, the team might fall apart and sometimes. And those are typically captains in sports sets sometimes. Maddie, what's it like moving into the role of the IGL, kind of being that main leader for the team? What's it been like for you?
So I started last semester, the spring 2023. It was easier because I had Josh with me, because everyone else from fall had left. So it's easy because Josh also kind of co-IGL'd, like he helped me a lot. And then I talked to Jacob, who was my first IGL from last year, and he gave me a lot of tips on what to do in practice together because he was a really good IGL. But this semester's been kind of hard because I got a bunch of hooligans over here. They don't know when to shut up ever. I have to literally scream at them.
Clear
But
comms, clear comms.
honestly, it's probably the best part of my day because I don't talk to anyone else in class. Honestly, they're my only friends. So, it's awesome. It really is. I like it. Sometimes it gets frustrating when they don't want to listen or I have to repeat myself a million times.
Clear the comms.
It's fine.
Winning eye
It's fine.
contact.
It's gotta be Dean.
It
Dean,
is.
You seem like you
It's
talk
Dean.
a lot.
Only in game. I get excited.
Yeah.
And it's good. It is, but sometimes
Good comms versus
Sometimes.
bad comms, Dean.
Mostly
we get in there.
good. Mostly good.
I've been an IGL for a Rainbow Six team in the past, Maddie, and I think Valorant and Siege are two completely different games, right?
Yep.
Siege is on a larger scale, just too much at times. But Valorant, at a smaller level, of course, it's nice and it's awesome to watch, and especially from the perspective of someone who's in control or, you know, calling a lot of the rounds. Now, I'm going to try to kind of bounce off of Shane and Dean here a little bit, but what has been like one of your favorite like calls that you've made that actually panned out the right way? Like, what is one of those situations where you made a call and it actually went the right way?
Me? I don't know. There's a lot of cut and paste in Valorant where it's just like split C or split cat, you know? And I love when those just perfectly work out. I love calling default and it actually working and we're not just dying. That's like my favorite
That is pretty
part.
cool.
I like when everyone gets a kill and we collectively, you know, won together instead of one person just getting, I don't know, like 36 kills or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not going to talk about names or anything, but Dean, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Those are the
that.
best games.
I respect that. When it's a team game, it's a lot more fun. Especially when, you know, you get those executes down and stuff like that. Because, you know, you say it how it really is. It's like, oh, let's do a split onto, you know, whatever site it is. You don't have to explain how to do the split. You know, you practiced it, you rehearsed it, you know, you just kind of expect your team to do those things. And then when they let you know what's happening in their split take, that's where I find a lot of the core parts of being an IGL the funnest. It's like, you know, you're doing a B split on bind. Let's talk about that. A B split on bind, you're going up long, right? It's like the players in long, if they can't get up long, they have to say that, because then all that hookah control is really nothing if you can't get out on the site, right? So those are the kind of like the small things as an IGL with that scale of Valorant that I really like to see. Whereas, you know, Dean over here, who can just, you know, run in and, you know, shoot
Run and
people.
die.
No.
And yeah.
Satchel
no.
people.
They don't
We
shoot
talk
him.
Throw your
about-
satchels at people.
We can make a funny little joke. Even though Dean may get like 30 plus kills in a game, he also in a streamed match had a donut for like 10 straight rounds. That was the
I haven't
craziest
gone a
thing
half
I've
without
ever
a kill
seen.
though. I've had to get
Okay.
at least one kill every
That was
half.
Can we argue
insane.
it was against
The best in
Akron?
Ball State?
No, it was against
I don't
Akron.
remember. I think it was
I
Akron.
It was a good
I'm pretty
team.
sure it was Akron.
Well, Luke was like, Maddie, play Yoru.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, okay. So we played it, and then I just don't think it worked out in a perspective of IGLing, where I can't be on duelist.
No, you can't be on duelist in
I'm not-
IGL.
I
It's the
can't.
hardest thing in the world.
I can't do it.
They upped every single round.
Yeah, it
That
was
the most
hard. It wasn't
unfun
Dean's
game
fault.
ever. Offense first on bind, ops every round.
Yeah, it
Was not playable.
Yeah.
You got owned, Dean.
Yeah.
Chamber is one of my least favorite agents just for that exact reason.
Yeah, playing against him. He can be anywhere and he can just get out for free.
It's
Yeah,
not
just
sound
one
like
kill,
fun.
gets away, no punishment. Stupid.
Moving on even to that, Dean, you know, kind of in the past, I know you've worked in esports in high school. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. But what's it kind of like moving up from high school esports to collegiate esports? You know, that kind of transition, you know, it's a little bit like sports. I guess I always relate a lot of this to sports. It's the best kind of analogy for most of esports. But, you know, moving that transition from high school to collegiate, what's been the biggest difference for you?
It's much more organized. All my teammates know how to play the game. It's kind of fun. Like in high school, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but no one was like experienced. I was like 200 levels higher than everyone else on the team. No one really knew how to play the game. I was stuck IGLing and on duelists most of the time. So like I was tired by like the first half of every game. It was rough. And like in college though, like I don't have to worry. I just like listen to Maddie, kill people.
Yeah, no one tired.
Maybe you
at
should
first.
worry a little
All I
more
have to do
though.
is shoot people. It's way easier.
I guess I can get the ideas now where Dean doesn't stop talking all the time if he was on entry duelist or duelist
Don't
IGL.
have to think. I don't.
Well, you do think.
You do have to think.
But
Oh,
I'd argue
me?
he doesn't have to.
I
Doesn't
don't.
really rely on
I
him.
think less. Yes. I
think
like
less.
before I was thinking about like how can we like actually like beat them because I play against teams that are better than like my teammates but not me. So I have to think of ways that my teammates can like help either how I can help my teammates be better or how my teammates can help me be better. And yeah, and now I just can just like I trust my teammates and they can come up with comms too. I'm not the only one coming up with ideas. Everyone is. It's a lot better. Yeah.
would you say that the organized setting is like related to like a high school schedule or your college schedule? Like your classes are all different in college. Of course, you have like them at different times, but like would you go to practice like at high school like right after at like 3:30?
Yeah, immediately
oh
after.
my
It was only 2 days a week too.
No way.
It was 2 days a week of practice, and one of those days was a match usually. So we got no practice.
No one
at all.
practices at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, that too. We
pro
couldn't find
school.
scrims. We could never find
Oh, high
scrims.
school.
We'd have to play ranked half the time, and if we found a scrim, it was usually different ranks.
Mhm.
So we'd either get rolled or destroy them.
Yep.
It was bad practice and no practice.
Wow.
It was
Yeah, that
scuffed.
sucks.
Yeah.
I get that.
Also,
Yeah.
but like we couldn't practice later because the practices were scheduled around all our schedules, and everyone was basically free because like you're on the Valorant team. What else are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're a gamer.
But
what else
I
are you
was
doing?
I was also doing track and cross country.
Uh-huh.
So like the schedule was just basically dependent on my schedule.
Ah.
So we couldn't do matches on like Saturdays when that was the other day to do it because I had meets usually on Saturdays. So we were stuck doing stuff on weekdays, and everyone hated it because you can't really find scrims.
Wow. Yeah, that is true. I always had that issue. I tried to find scrims for the R6 team in the past at like 5 in the afternoon.
It's rough.
That is not possible. It is just not possible. It is so hard when, you know, all gamers are ready to play at like 9 o'clock, 10 p.m., especially the West Coast schools. They scrim at such crazy times. I remember I did a scrim against UCLA once, and they wanted to scrim at midnight, which is,
I'd be
of course,
down.
3 hours. That's a 9 p.m. scrim for them.
Yeah.
It's midnight for us. That is not fun. I had a game at 11 p.m. once that ran till 2 a.m.
That is
Oh my
rough.
God.
That is
That'd be
rough.
fun.
Wait, are there- how
rough,
many-
rough, yeah.
Yeah, Maddie.
Wait, is there like 3 maps, 5 maps? for
It's
Siege?
typically a best of 3, yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, first to 2, but you know, Siege games already in themselves last an hour long.
Yeah.
So if you add more rounds onto that, it's like a 2-hour map, and you're like,
That's
ugh.
And half that's just loading times.
Yeah, no, it is most of the.
I tried playing Siege and it like wouldn't let me play with people. And then I went into like my files on my computer and I had to completely reset my computer because it like fucked up my computer. So I've never played Siege. Like my best friend in high school was like a Siege advocate. Like he was like every day, like 24/7 playing Siege. And he tried to get me to play and did not work out. It was horrible. Completely
Siege is a hard
different. It's hard. I didn't understand why am I putting stuff on floors? Like, what am I doing?
I like to joke. Val is trying to learn also how to play Siege right now.
I
Oh, it
saw.
is so goofy. I tell her to just like swing like it's Valorant, and she gets so scared. I'm like, there's nothing to be afraid of. The gun has no recoil. You just have to swing.
It's also just
But,
Peeker's advantage.
There is
That's
a lot of
That's the
Peeker's
game.
advantage.
You swing, you win.
even regardless of that, you know, I think it's fun. It's good to see the difference in high school esports and collegiate esports in that way. It's like, you know, a lot of scheduling things, a lot of formatting, and you know, we have a much more dedicated program here to esports than like a high school does. So
100%.
it's pretty cool to see, especially when, you know, your coordinator is for your esports program is not a teacher. That's
Yeah.
the cool part.
A teacher's never
Tavian,
played the
you
game
know, our
before.
coordinator here at the program, so he can help us get into leagues and organize us all and let us use the arena at times because he's not a teacher, he's just staff, you know. But awesome. You guys are listening to 89.1 WIDR FM. And last but certainly not the least, the one I've had the most fun joking around with recently, Shane. You know, you are a psych major. I'm also kind of a psych major. I'm a child and family development major.
Oh, very
so
cool.
I want to work with children and stuff like that in hospitals. But
but okay.
regardless of that, this is your first time putting yourself into the collegiate sphere, kind of competing in an organized setting in esports in general. What's that like for you so far?
It's very cool. It's like, because I've never had any sports in high school, so it's like, it's different in that way, where I have I'm pointing something like I have to do every day. And I've got to say, like, playing on a team in Valorant and playing Valorant are two completely different things.
That is fact.
And
I will agree.
Sorry, I love playing on a team. I love playing on a team, but I hate Valorant. So it's great, but yeah, that's kind of how I think of it. I feel.
No, I get that. I definitely get that. I would solo queue in any game, and it's just not fun.
No.
I enjoy playing a multiplayer game with my friends. That's like the biggest thing is, if I'm going to go in, of course I like to be competitive, so I'm going to queue ranked. But, I like to go in there and have a little bit of that fun with a team setting. And so what's that kind of team bonding experience been like so far? You haven't really been, in the team for long. Of course, it's only been a few months, obviously. But what's that kind of team bonding experience been like so far for you?
It's been very fun. At first, I was scared that the Val team was going to be weirdos because I know what Val players are like.
Online, they can be weird, yeah.
Horrible. And I was scared because I saw at tryouts, Miles was really excited, and I thought he was different.
No way. No way.
But no, I love Miles. I love Miles a lot.
Miles is so goofy. I loved Miles ever since he was on the club team. He is so
Yeah.
much fun.
But yeah, getting to hang out with everyone is great. Of course, Dean, we've been working out together.
Bros.
Working out together, getting those gains.
Yep. That's my little boy right there. And then Miles
We're
is
the
great.
same age. It's my little
That's
boy.
my little boy.
He's younger than me.
Wait, what?
Are you? Yeah, he's younger than me.
It's your little boy, yeah.
Miles picked me up first, so we kind of had that first impression with Miles, and then me and Miles just kind of like generally like the same stuff. Like we find TikTok super funny. Play Valorant kind of the same.
Going for clips, yeah.
Yeah.
Clip happy like
Yeah.
like he is. Miles does it in game, which is awesome.
And then
Makes my clips awesome.
Maddie hates me.
Yep.
But we like Spanish, so that's kind of cool.
We bonded over Spanish.
That's kinda
Our hatred
interesting.
for it.
No
He likes it, I
hablo.
hate it.
I like
so
Spanish.
it's kind of like.
And then Luke is really hot to me. Like he's sexy.
Your coach?
No.
Okay.
Must.
I forgot there were
Coach
two
Luke
coaches.
is not hot.
Like
That's my friend you're talking
I'm sorry. He's my coworker, teammate,
He
and
is your
friend.
coworker,
I am
yeah.
allowed to say that.
But yeah, Luke's really attractive. But he's also a psych major, so we got that going.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him to get. We have yet to
No.
do that.
No.
So I'm sorry. I didn't know we couldn't say that. And then Coach Luke is like, I don't know how to describe him, but I think we like jibe really well, if I can use that word to describe it.
I don't even know what that word means.
It's not a word. It can't
It
be.
is jibe. J-I-B-E.
I think you meant vibe. That's the word.
No, he definitely meant.
No, I think he
I know,
definitely
I know,
meant
I know.
jive.
Definitely
But we do, and that's very cool.
That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. Have you guys done like a team outing yet?
Went to
We
two
have
fellas.
gone to two fellas.
Okay.
After our first win? It was
Two,
our
I think our first
Yes.
two matches.
Two, yeah. We went.
We all went to two
so
fellas.
We also went to
Nice.
the library one time to study.
We went. Yeah. we
Nice.
go-
Yeah. That was
Fun.
lit.
I hang out with Luke a lot because he lives next to me, and then
Mhm.
Miles. He's goofy.
And then Maddie hates me and Dean.
Yeah.
I think it's just because you guys are hooligans.
No.
I truly just believe that it's you guys are hooligans. I walk into the arena and you guys are joking about the randomest stuff. And I don't
Drinking muscle
understand
milk.
it until you tell me about it, and then I'll understand.
I have this little joke I do with Dean, and Miles is sometimes there too, where I just talk really loudly, like in public places.
Oh yeah, I
And he-
remember. I walked into the arena once when you were doing that. Yeah.
He hates it. He's embarrassed all the time when I do it, but I
It's
love
not
it.
funny.
I think Dean gets embarrassed so easily.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I don't.
He's a little
You do?
boy.
I do, but it's cringe. I hate it.
I think it's kind of funny.
Oh, that is.
I'm shaking my
That's
head
hard.
now.
Shane does this thing where he acts like an anime kid.
That is the worst.
It's so annoying.
I'm
Like
really
he
good
does
at
it so much.
He's
It's,
so
it's
good
not
at
a
it.
bit anymore. It's real.
No, he
It's
could
him.
be a VTuber. I'm not joking. Like he's so good at it.
My
Don't
best
do it.
friend watches VTubers,
Here you go.
That is,
but I don't.
stop being friends.
Sure. Who's your friend?
A degenerate.
He meant
Maddie with the air quotations
friend?
around
He
friend,
meant
yeah.
me.
Oh goodness. You guys are listening to 89.1 WIDR FM. And now before we wrap this session up today for our podcast, I have to ask you guys one last question. So far, what has been your favorite match this season? We will start with Shane. Put him on the spot quick. Shane, what's been your favorite match or even like a highlight of the season so far as you guys are coming into your last regular season game tonight?
Definitely the first one is my favorite match, just because it was very close. There was a lot of heart. Plus, we didn't really know each other, so it was even like tough in that regard. But I really liked it because I performed well, so I thought that was fun. But also because the matches were very close, we were all very passionate about it. And then I think my favorite moment from this semester was like that one. I don't know if you know it, but that one round on Lotus where me and Luke got all the kills.
I've watched
And we
every
clutched
single
up.
one of your games
That
outside of the
clip
ones
was
that have
sick.
not
I
been
love that
streamed,
one.
which have been like 2 games.
Yeah,
So
that was my favorite moment because
Yes.
me and Luke are like the backbone of the team and like kind of carry, if I can say that.
Maddie
What?
got absolutely hurt by
I am
that.
tilted.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, I get
36?
that. That's awesome, man. Good to hear. Dean, what's been your highlight so far or your favorite match of the season?
I'd agree. First match versus Ohio. We were supposed to lose, but we didn't. We kind of destroyed them. Not destroyed. It was a close game, but we played really well for not playing with each other for very long. 2 new people who've never been on the team before. We beat them pretty well. But my favorite individual like game, I think everyone knows what that is. 36 kill game, Lotus.
Wasn't that the... Oh, never
We
mind.
lost.
Or was it
We
different?
lost
Yeah,
the match.
you lost that
But
one.
I had a good game, and that was fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it was the next game where I went 0-11. No, that was a different game.
That was
Never
definitely
mind.
Akron. That was definitely the Akron match.
Akron.
Yeah.
Maddie, what has been your highlight so far?
I don't know. After every game, I kind of leave frustrated when I lose. It's not a bad thing or
No,
a good
I
thing.
mean, I'd be frustrated when I lose a game too. There's no
That's
reason.
just Valorant.
I guess my favorite game would have to be Central. Just the fact that we played them and then our football team just played them too today. Just winning against them was kind of cool. I think we played good that game too. Yeah.
You guys definitely did. I had you on in the arena, and I was also watching from behind while I also had a match going on at the same time for my team.
I
That was hype.
remember
That was hype.
What was
Shane
that
for both
game?
teams. My team was like, Chippy, mute your mic. I was like, oh, my bad. But regardless of that, thank you guys so much. I will definitely say my favorite part about this season has been watching you guys all grow. It is a great experience to watch all of you grow as individuals, and definitely as people around each other. It is one of the most exciting things to see as you all kind of get to know each other and then start goofing around. Because I definitely will say, Shane, you were extremely shy the first time I met you.
Yeah.
And you are not the same now. So it is awesome to see. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to 89.1 WIDR FM. My name is Chippy, and we are signing off. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.